Hello students, welcome to the EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rashmi Sharma, Head of the Department OB and HR, Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Delhi. Today we will learn module E-Recruitment and Selection Methods. This module is from the paper Contemporary Issues in Human Resource Management and Future Trends. The learning outcome would be Introduction to the E-Recruitment process, models for e-recruitment, categories of e-recruitment, the changing trends over the years, advantages and disadvantages of e-recruitment practices, and some corporate examples. After completing this module, the students will be able to learn about the meaning and significance of e-recruitment and selection methods, understand the models and categories of e-recruitment and selection methods, understand the various advantages and drawbacks of e-recruitment. Employing the right person for the business is the most important part of any venture. Thus, recruitment and selection process are the basic requirements of an organization. Some of the organizations have a standard process, while the others believe in creativity and innovation when it comes to hiring the potential candidates. After all, an organization is made up of its human resources, and the right hiring leads to a pool of effective people, which in turn would help in increasing the revenue as well as reducing the turnover. Human resource management has developed due to technical advancements. We have seen that innovations have taken place as the coming up of the human resource information system. The electronic human resource management has made the processes today much easier as well as automated. These procedures have made the hard work done by the HR managers much easier. Now the technology can be seen in the area of recruitment and selection nowadays. It helps to reduce much of the routine task of administration while recruiting. E-recruitment methods are much in demand now. This method refers to the posting of vacancies on the corporate website or on the website of an online recruitment vendor. Under this, applicants are allowed to send their resumes electronically through an email or attaching it on the web portal or in some form as instructed to. There are some words which are synonyms of e-recruitment and go in congruence with it. These include cyber recruiting, internet recruiting, or online recruiting. This entire process of online recruiting includes the advertisement about job vacancies, attracting the candidates, receiving their resumes, and creating a database of human resources with the right candidates. These processes imply formal sourcing of jobs online. Some other definitions given by experienced recruiters working in this field for a long period of time suggest that this is making use of the internet to attract candidates with high caliber, screening them, and thus streamlining the selection as well as the application process. Most of the companies promote themselves via their company's official website, and hence there is a complete information about the company. If we go through this, the prospective candidate can take a decision if he wants to be a part of the company or not, and thus this official website is considered to be a major part of the e-recruitment process. There has been a tremendous support that online hiring is not treated as a separate tool but one which is integrated into an overall recruitment and selection strategy. It is about streamlining the whole process so busy human resource department can give a good recruitment service to their colleagues in departments such as finance, marketing, sales, and manufacturing. Moreover, it also frees up the time for the other potential tasks. Now, the companies that use online job application system instead of the traditional recruitment methods are able to get a greater number of applicants aged over 30s as well as premium quality candidates overall, according to a new research. The number of firms using these methods are increasing day by day and are not just restricted to the IT firms. Let us now understand the e-recruitment process. In the process of recruiting through online sources, job vacancies are usually uploaded on the job portals, and here the applicants usually attach their CVs to get recognized by their potential organizations. Selection is basically done by typing in the keywords to make the search less time consuming and to get better and apt results as early as possible. It helps in decreasing the search effort and gives the firm the results that they require. The e-selection process usually starts when the analysis on the data or candidate helps in the decision-making process. The major method is the keyword selection, which helps the firm to judge the congruence between the organization's requirement in alignment with that of an individual. Although this process has a drawback, since those applicants who do not have the required keyword in their resumes are left out, but nonetheless it is one of the most efficient methods. The next method would be that of online testing, due to which a vast pool of candidates are reduced to a smaller group and one having more potential. It helps to assess the candidate's ability, critical thinking, as well as the self-assessment of their personality. After this, the online interviews are conducted, in some cases as a method of e-selection made easier. The techniques used should be well up to date. A detailed job description and specification needs to be incorporated so that hiring of the right talent is easier and specific. A back-end support system is required, and along with that, development of a website should be done on priority basis. Giving a detailed job description and job specifications in the job postings to attract the candidates with the right skill sets and qualifications at the first stage. E-recruitment should be incorporated into the overall recruitment strategy of the organization. A well-defined and structured applicant tracking system should be integrated with the system and should have a back-end support. Along with the back-end office support, a comprehensive website to receive and process the job applications through direct or online advertising should be developed. Thus, through this, we need to analyze the fact that traditional methods should rather not be replaced by e-recruitment, but should be complemented with it. In today's scenario, candidates do not mind employers checking their profiles on social media platforms, be it Facebook, Twitter, etc. In fact, in America, 88% of the employers do a reality check through social media. About the selection process, the criteria taken into consideration should be a credible one. We should also have an efficient tracking system which can work in congruence with other systems so as to see which process is the most reliable and which one produces more results. Because ultimately it is about how much value the talent pool adds to the organization, and if it requires a bit of technological advancement to support it and make the tedious task much easier, then it is a win-win situation for all. This model given below tells us the 4 aspects of e-recruitment by name, goals, strategy, outcomes and types. As we can see, what exactly can be the initial recruitment strategy? It can be managerial innovation strategy, dynamic growth strategy or profit strategy. What can be the e-recruitment goals in that case? Employer branding and reputation, applicant relationship management, efficiency and processes. When it comes to assessing the environment or the culture, then competition, technology, initial recruitment strategy, what kind of labor market that exists, different legislations and what kind of society and culture we are playing in. What is exactly the e-recruitment type? Is it operational, is it relational or transformational? And the outcome would be cost effectiveness, congruence and commitment to the organization. Generalizing the strategies based on which organizations recruit candidates would include a profit-driven strategy which is used by well-established and experienced organizations. Another being the dynamic growth strategy, which are usually adopted by those firms who are in a growing stage. And lastly, there are managerial strategies used mostly by the startups. The recent trend of recruitment is e-recruitment or online recruitment, where the process of recruitment is more or less automated. The automation began in 1980s but was systemized by 1990. Thus, for better results in the recruitment process, it is important to advertise the specification of the position. All the necessary skills need to be included, which would help in enhancing the chance of selection for the desired candidates. And for that, a firm needs a huge pool of candidates which would be possible to target via the online recruitment and selection methods. Let's understand the different models for e-recruitment. We would be seeing how the e-recruitment model works. Here, the recruiters and the candidates' interests are in the data collection as input to the recruiting process are represented in the candidate database. The box of quantification model calculates the comparable competence level based on input data from the database of the candidates and the team profile. The model consists of a calculus which computes the competence level. The model that was cited in slide 17 has to be shown along with slide 16. Let us understand what are the different categories of e-recruitment. A general purpose job board, for example, monster.com or naukri.com, etc. The usage of using this method entails recognition of the brand as well as it provides a large candidate base and a large recruiter base. Using this method, it ensures high traffic at all times, but a major setback of using this method is that the job posting costs are pretty high. Also, there is limited content control, due to which recruiters move to a second category known as the niche job boards, which focuses more on the passive job seekers and community of professionals, but somehow it leads to low brand recognition. E-recruiting application service provider and the hybrid recruiting service providers. In the former, the application development cost is low for the recruiters, while for the latter they are the expert in the advertising agencies. Even though the traffic is low, they still manage to create a lot of buzz. Every firm has their own very career websites which helps in the candidate relationship management efficiently. Let's observe that the trend has changed over the years. Nowadays, things have changed as per that of the past. In the previous generations, traditional methods of communications were being used. With time, these changed into person communication, which further changed to communication over social media. Internet, email. Research shows that online methods are the fastest to grab the attention of a large individual base at a substantially lower cost. The picture that is given below depicts the change in communication pattern over the years. For the veterans, that is 1922 to 1945, work is an obligation. Communication medium is a rotary phones, one-to-one or a memo. The leadership style is directive, command and control. Interactive style is individual and communications are in the form of formal memo. Please note that the source is Hamill's research in 2005. The baby boomers, those who born in 1946 to 1964, for them work is an exciting adventure. Communication media is touch tone phones or call me anytime. Leadership style is collegial and consensual. Interactive style is team player, one who loves to have meetings, and communication is always done in person. For Generation X, work is a difficult challenge, a contract. Communication media are the cell phones or call me only at work. The leadership style is everyone is the same, challenge others and always ask why. The interactive style is that of an entrepreneur, communications direct and immediate. And finally, for the Generation Y, that is 1981 till 2000 born people, a means to an end, fulfillment. Communication media is internet, picture phones, email. Leadership style not applicable, interactive style participative, and communications email, voicemail, instant message. The advantages of e-recruitment. E-recruitment gives us a wide geographical coverage, low cost per hire as well as a time-saving method. The right people for the right job can easily be found since online recruiting helps in matching the CVs with the given profile of the job. It is beneficial for both the employees as well as the employers since it makes the whole process streamlined or easy to record and thus efficient. The information collected is in a standardized format which is easy to access. It even acts as a reservoir since all data relating to the candidate includes the past data can be found. Let's understand the drawback of e-recruitment. Every organization has a different culture and one size does not fit all. If the firm thinks of hiring using technological methods as useful, it is not at all necessary that the others might also think the same. There is a considerable lack of knowledge about the e-recruitment process by the HR departments of many firms and lack of commitment among the senior management. The quality and quantity of candidates is an issue of concern in this regard. who apply using web-based tools. The reliability and validity of shortlisting by keywords need to be rechecked. The process should be confidential and protected, while simultaneously the diversity of applicants needs to be maintained. Some corporate examples of e-recruitment are as follows. Deloitte. They have created a real human feeling with personal information, photographs and simple ways to contact and connect with them. They have humanized the recruitment process and have added some fun and interactive initiatives like the employer branding campaign and the geolocation map to find where the jobs are exactly based. They hired through social media was pretty less, but the indirect benefits were much larger. We all have heard of Tesco. Tesco has attained the status of just-in-time hire process with the help of the online recruitment and selection process. The use of online recruitment provides a competitive edge to firms, and a similar thing has happened in the case of Tesco. Also, it helped them to save a lot of time as well as money, develop a market image and attract the candidates having the right skills. Nike. Due to increase in the inflow of the CVs, they were finding it hard to review these applications. Thus, job partners provided Nike with an e-recruitment solution since it ordered flexibility and simplicity. Active Recruiter was used, which was designed to help the company manage the entire recruitment process much more effectively, resulting in a better relationship between the company and the candidates. A number of choices were open to candidates and external applicants could apply for specific or general speculative job opportunities via the Nike website. This led to the following result, which is astounding. A total of 556 positions were filled with 235 internal Nike candidates, 144 from the Nike database, 60 through the internal referral bonus program, and 35 via headhunting firms. Also, the average time reduced from 62 to 42 days with lesser costs. You must have seen the source of this study in the first quadrant. E-recruitment has gained popularity and importance in today's world because it is much needed today and companies cannot do without it. The need was born to overcome the barriers so that candidates can be easily accessible. Since ever, organizations need a high caliber staff to maintain its hold among the competitors as well as the market leaders. So for them, not finding the right person can lead to frustration. E-recruitment has gained popularity and importance in today's world because it is much needed today and companies cannot do without it. The need was born to overcome the barriers so that candidates can be easily accessible. Since every organization needs a high caliber staff to maintain its hold among the competitors as well as to be a market leader, so for them, not finding the right person can lead to a lot of frustration. E-recruitment not just helps the firms to find candidates from their own country, but also expands to other countries so that the pool of applicants remain diverse and vast. Candidates can then search and apply for jobs in areas where their skills are in demand, regardless of the geographical location. The widespread use of internet today has made advertising for candidates cheaper, but at the same time appealing to a wider audience. While recruiting, tasks and subtasks are divided separately. The subtasks in a hiring process includes applications which are incoming, sorting and registering them, etc. But e-recruitment strategy helps one skip this process and accommodate this under one single head. Thus, The subtasks become irrelevant with the introduction of technological methods. Return on investment is the major factor which organizations need to be concerned about. The cost that they have incurred on the methods used should be absorbed back by them when they do efficient hiring. The long-term goal of the online recruitment model is to have a good relationship with those candidates who have applied for the job and also maintain a good reputation as well as establish a sound brand image for the organization. The e-recruitment has broadly been classified under 3 types. For long term, there is a relational recruitment having features such as feedback and customization. Then there is the transformation e-recruitment, which includes talent management on a global scale. Lastly, for a short term that requires candidates for operational recruitment process is used. Hiring online has a plethora of positive outcomes for the firms as a whole. The major ones are high commitment and motivation so that there is a job satisfaction amongst the employees. As mentioned earlier, it is obviously very cost effective as compared to the other traditional methods while recruiting. Also, the process of recruitment needs to be congruent in a way which results in an organization having an effective and efficient workforce. Since the paycheck click model is more convenient, search engines advertisements are gaining popularity. E-recruitment has started using blogs and podcasts as their modern methods. They've started considering the candidates' preferences too these days, and not just the finances on all of the company is known, but also the work culture is made transparent. For online recruitment to be effective, the compensation given needs to be made transparent and should be known by all. Also, while searching for relevant keywords, some words that discriminate gender, age, race, etc. need to be avoided. The firm, apart from this, needs to know the relevant sites from where they need to search. Nowadays, IamJobs.com is also doing pretty well after Naukri.com and Monster.com in India. E-recruitment and selection is more about a turnover with regard to cultural as well as behavioral ways. It is a change which can be seen at the line management level as well as the HR level. Thus, we should focus more on developing the core competencies and capabilities of HR so as to facilitate the system at a broader level, making it an end-to-end process. Thank you.